Before we get started with the Walking Dead review of tonight, I just want to let everybody know I'm doing a giveaway. You can win these figurines. All you have to do is put down in the comments section hashtag RIP Glenn or hashtag Abraham and subscribe to the channel, of course. And the winner will be announced at the end of Walking Dead Season 7. So enjoy the review. What is going on, guys? Welcome to Dead Walking Sundays, where we're talking The Walking Dead, Hostiles and Calamities, and this is going to be a non-spoiler review, and then it's going to get into some spoilers towards the end of this review. But let's just talk about the episode as a whole. There are some parts in this episode, I will not lie, that I was feeling a little bit bored, and I kind of was like, it wasn't keeping my attention too much. But the strong point in this episode was Eugene. Eugene was very strong in here, especially with a lot of the interactions between him and Negan, or even other interactions. But when he sees Negan, this dude is shitting his pants. He's crying so much. He's crying so much in this episode. It's hilarious. But I really did like when he is like one-on-one with Negan, especially towards the end of this episode. And I'm just like, you know what? That's out of all the Negan and his interactions with everybody, I think I like him and Eugene, because he knows, like, Eugene's just such a pussy in this episode and as a character. Another thing was Dwight. We do get a lot of Dwight in this episode as well. We do get Dwight and his relationship with Sherry. There's something going on between what's going on there. Sherry leaves and Negan's pissed, and so is Dwight at this point. He's like, where the fuck did Sherry go? You get a little bit more of that, what's between Dwight and Sherry, but honestly, it's nothing new. We know the conflict between, the inner conflict between Dwight, and we know the conflict between him and his wife and Negan and all that stuff, but there was really nothing new or anything really put into the table, and I just really felt like it was whatever. When Dwight scenes came on, I think that's where I got a little bit bored with the episode as a whole. What I really liked, though, was there was one particular interaction that Eugene has with one of Negan's men, or I should say woman, and she's kind of like showing the ropes, telling him, like, you're one of us now, like, because they want Eugene to do what he's been doing, first of all, making those bullets, or just using his brain for the Negan gang, so to speak. He is now Negan. So, but I really like that interaction that he had with that girl or that woman, and it just, you knew right away. I think like, you knew, like, the dialogue in here with Eugene was hilarious. It really brought me a smile to my face whenever Eugene went back to his cowardliness, or like how he talked, especially when the interaction with the woman who was showing him the ropes. That's some good stuff right there. But then there's sometimes with Eugene and him talking, like, talking smart, doing one unnecessary scene that I guess it really helps them. It helps lead to another scene that will eventually is the kind of like the whole premise of the story, and Eugene and his loyalty to now, whether it's going to be to Negan or it's still with Rick. This episode was it was unbalanced. I think some of it was very entertaining, and it was I thought the dialogue was a little bit better in this episode when Eugene hit the screen, because he's a very funny character, and just him put in these situations is kind of funny too, because he is such a coward and he's such a crybaby. It's just Eugene, and you get used to that. You've gone used to that from Eugene. A lot of the interactions do work in here. In the second story that we're following with Dwight, I just feel like it was unnecessary. We didn't really need it. It does have a nice little bow and ending to the episode. I did like that, but overall, I just felt like this episode was really unbalanced. But it wasn't a bad episode by all means, because there's a lot of good in here, but it just was okay, honestly. And sometimes it didn't hold my interest, but it was good enough for me to say, okay, there's a lot of good in here. But we're going to get to the spoilers of the episode, and there's not too much spoilers, honestly. I think what I was talking about in my non-spoiler is that Eugene and Negan, man, when Negan is like, Eugene just, when he's crying every time he sees Negan, especially at the end of the episode, where Negan's like, I only have one question for, yes, I am Negan, I've been Negan before I met you, we just properly met, I am Negan. Like, Eugene was so funny in this episode, just the way how scared he was of Negan and Lucille. What I really liked was Eugene, though, and Negan's one of the woman who was kind of showing him the ropes, and you could tell like she might actually like Eugene. Nothing really too romantically yet because they just met each other, but I really like the chemistry and the back and forth banter they had, especially at the beginning of the episode where she's like, oh yeah, you can have anything you want. Anything? Yep, dude, anything you want. Lobster? No, you can't have that. Like, I love that banter. I think that it really works, and that kind of made me want to see more of these two kind of together, and I thought we were going to have that in the episode, but we didn't. We kind of went to Dwight's story and him getting his ass kicked and Sherry leaving, and Daryl's gone, and then him pinning it on the doctor. Like, there's that, and I just felt like Dwight is just, I want to like Dwight. I feel like he is a little bit miscast because this guy doesn't really have a presence to him. He doesn't really have a screen presence. Like I said in the last year, I do like him and Daryl's rivalry, but it's starting to get old on that, and it's just like, I get it. Dwight is he's inner conflict within himself. He has to follow the orders of Negan, but he loves his wife Sherry. But I just feel like the writers don't really know. They don't know what to do with Dwight except the same shtick, and I feel like it's getting really old really fast. With the Eugene and the girls and having her, the explosions, him showcasing his talents, like, I thought that was an unnecessary scene, but then it leads up to them wanting him to make like these pills for their friend, to take her out. But he said when Eugene kind of light bulb says, this is not for your friend, this is for Negan. You want to take out Negan? No. Did you see what happened to the damn doctor? And then the doctor dies in this episode. Yeah, that happens, right? But I mean, that aspect of it was fine, I guess. I mean, I thought it was kind of funny how you're one of those pickles, and how much he's now embracing the role of, okay, I'm one of these guys, and Negan told me never to be scared again. But it's just so weird because it's so odd since he is with the Negan camp and he wasn't like that in the comics. So it's interesting where they're going to take him and his character and what he's going to do for Negan. Well, he did explain, Negan's people, the zombies that he has on the fences, they're starting to rip apart and stuff, and so Eugene's kind of taking care of that situation. But yeah, I really think this episode was definitely unbalanced. I think there were some aspects of it that was entertaining, and then some aspects that kind of lost my interest. The Dwight scenes especially, and some of the scenes with Eugene and the girls, and him just like, oh yeah, well, just kind of talking out of his ass. But there is scenes, like I said, that the banters that him and that girl had, they were showing them around. Him and Negan was really funny. So there was one touching scene with Dwight. A wife was in the letter said that you always bring pretzels and beer, and that's what he did in this episode. So there's some good elements in here, and of course you knew Negan was going to kill the doctor, so he wasn't just going to let him go because that's just Negan. I feel like Jeffrey Dean Morgan, I feel like he's very talented, but I feel like he needs something better to do. Like, they need to give him a little bit better either lines or a little bit, just a little bit something. There's something missing on that Negan and all his surroundings. But I think Jeffrey Dean Morgan is still doing a good job. This episode was okay. It was fine. It was, like I said, unbalanced, but it was fine. It was a fine episode. So can't wait till next episode, see if, we get a little bit better. But that's my thoughts on this episode. I want to thank you guys. I'm Dan Making Dan's son. You can find more of my videos on my YouTube channel. Go ahead and subscribe, like the video, and comment below. Love to hear guys' thoughts on this episode. This is another edition of Dead Walking Sunday. Until we talk more, The Walking Dead. I will see you guys later. I'm Dan Making Dan's son, and I'm out of here. Bye, guys.